YouTube. What's up, YouTube? What's going down with y'all, man? We got some sad news in the world today. O.J. Simpson died at age 76 of cancer. He's been battling cancer since he's been out of jail. Y'all remember when he went to jail trying to get his memorabilia stuff back? He was trying to sell his stuff, his Heisman Trophy and all that. Y'all remember Ron Goldman and Nicole Simpson? They tried to say that he killed them, but he was acquitted. And I was watching something earlier today. The guy was saying that the jury of the O.J. Simpson trial, they acquitted him only because of the Rodney King trial, when the police officers got acquitted for beating Rodney King down for the police brutality case. Remember, they shipped the case to an all-white town. It was an all-white juror, and they acquitted him. So in the O.J. Simpson case, the juror was all the black people in the jury acquitted him because of what they did in the Rodney King case, allegedly. This is all allegedly. YouTube. This is all educational purposes only. We all trying to figure out why O.J. Simpson died. They say cancer. It could have been anything. But we're gonna go with the cancer. Fair use on the audio that I'm gonna play in the background. Let's get this ready. Fair use, y'all. This is the trial. I was just talking about the crime of murder.
It was the trial of the century. O.J. Simpson, the star football player and Hollywood actor, accused of savagely murdering his ex-wife Nicole Brown and her friend Ron Goldman. An estimated 150 million people watched the verdict come in live. The trial was broadcast in classrooms, at workplaces, and even on the Oprah Winfrey Show, where audience members both cheered and cried as he was acquitted. Emotions usually falling along racial lines. Before the trial, Simpson was a popular.
I mean, when O.J. Simpson got acquitted on that trial, man, the whole world was happy, but there was a lot of people angry. Was it a racial thing? Was all the black people happy? Was all the white people mad? Or was it a mixed thing? I think it was a racial thing. I think all the blacks were happy and all the white people were mad. Because he killed 2 white people, y'all. Let's turn that down. Fair use, YouTube.
Actor, starring in the Naked Gun movies. He gained fame in college, though, winning the Heisman Trophy while playing football for USC. Nicknamed the Juice, he went on to the NFL and shattered both rushing and touchdown records as a member of the Buffalo Bills. All that changed, though, on June 12th of 1994, as Brown and Goldman's bodies were found outside her LA condo. Simpson was an immediate suspect, and 5 days later he was ordered to surrender to police.
5 days later, he was ordered to surrender, but he didn't. Remember, they was chasing him in the white Bronco on the highway, y'all. If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Let's go.
Instead, he led them on a slow-speed chase down the 5 freeway to the 405 in that now infamous white Ford Bronco. His friend and former NFL player A.C. Collins was behind the wheel. That evening,
A.C. Collins
at his Brentwood mansion. The trial began in 1995 with an all-star lineup of lawyers, nicknamed the Dream Team. One by one, they dismantled the state's evidence, claiming systematic racism and sloppy police work. The defining moment came when Simpson tried on gloves that were left at the murder scene. He struggled to put them on, and his lawyers used that in closing arguments to show it couldn't possibly be him.
Remember these words. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Facts.
Shortly after Simpson was found not guilty, he went to
Remember these words. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. Let's go.
trial again for the murders, but this time in civil court. He was found liable for Brown and Goldman's deaths there and ordered to pay more than $30 million in damages. Almost a decade later, Simpson wrote a book called If I Did It and hypothesized how he would have committed the murders. The book and subsequent interview on Fox went into great detail, and many considered it to be Simpson's confession.
I don't think any two people could be murdered the way they were without everybody being covered in blood.
While Simpson never served time for murder, he did go to prison in 2008 for armed robbery and kidnapping.
Murdered the way they were without everybody being covered in blood.
Well,
I don't think any two people could be murdered the way they were without everybody being covered in blood. Murdered the way they were without everybody being covered in blood.
To be Simpson's confession.
I don't think any two people could be murdered the way they were without everybody being covered in blood.
While Simpson never served time for murder, he did go to prison in 2008 for armed robbery and kidnapping in Las Vegas. Simpson claimed that he was simply taking back sports memorabilia that was his. However, he spent almost 10 years behind bars. 14 million people tuned in as he was granted parole in 2017 at the age of 70.
Thank you.
O.J. Simpson.
He was out of jail for 6 years, then he died, y'all. He's been battling cancer in prison.
A larger-than-life figure whose life and alleged crimes captivated an entire nation.
Facts. He sure did. I idolized him a little bit. He was kind of like an idol of mine for the football thing. I liked him in the movies Airplane. I just liked the man. He was a good guy, man. I liked him. I liked his character. I used to hit him up on Instagram all the time in his inbox and send him my music and shit. I don't know if you ever heard him or not, but I'm gonna say he listened. Listen, now we're gonna listen to one of these news. See what they got to say. Fair use is in full effect on the audio. CBS Sports.
Breaking news, O.J. Simpson, a Pro Football Hall of Famer who would later be tried and ultimately acquitted of double murder in one of the most publicized trials in American history, has died at 76 years old after a battle with cancer. His family sent out a statement saying Simpson died on Wednesday surrounded by his children and grandchildren. Simpson is one of the most
He died yesterday, y'all.
decorated football players in history. At USC, he won the 1968 Heisman.
April 10th, 2024.
Heisman Trophy and was a two-time All-American. The Buffalo Bills selected him with the first overall pick in 1969. Following a slow start, he began to dominate, notching the NFL's first 2,000-yard season en route to an MVP award in 1973. He ended up playing 11 years in the NFL, the final 2 in San Francisco, totaling over 11,000 yards and 5 first-team All-Pro nods. After his football days, he became one of America's most popular figures, starring in commercials and movies. However, on June 12, 1994, his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ron Goldman, were murdered in Los Angeles. 5 days later, after an arrest warrant was issued for Simpson, he led the police on an infamous slow-speed car chase in his white Ford Bronco, which was seen on TV by an estimated 95 million people. The subsequent murder trial captivated the nation's attention in 1995, ending in his acquittal. He was later found liable for a wrongful death in a civil trial. We, of course, mentioned the tweet from his family. Here is what we saw this morning, reading, quote, "On April 10th, our father, Orenthal James Simpson, succumbed to his battle with cancer. He was surrounded by his children and grandchildren." The tweet went on to say, "During this time of transition, his family asks that you please respect their wishes for privacy and grace." That, of course, signed by the Simpson family. We will, of course, keep you updated on CBS Sports HQ as we learn more about the death of O.J. Simpson.
R.I.P. to O.J. Simpson, y'all. Orenthal James Simpson. I don't know. Did he make it into the NFL Hall of Fame? I don't think he did. I think they took him out because of the trial, but he got acquitted, so I don't know if he's in there. I gotta check that, yo. I gotta check that. R.I.P. to O.J. Simpson, y'all. Kitty, you doing a video on O.J. Let's see. E! News. Let's listen to see what E! News has to say. Fair use on the audio. Three, two, one.
His family releases a statement on X, formerly Twitter, sharing, "On April 10th, our father, Orenthal James Simpson, succumbed to his battle with cancer. He was surrounded by his children and grandchildren. During this time of transition, his family asks that you please respect their wishes for privacy and grace." TMZ reports the former NFL star battled prostate cancer in recent years, though Simpson recently refuted claims he was in hospice care, addressing his health briefly in a February message on X.
Let me take a moment to say thank you to all the people who reached out to me. My health is good. I mean, obviously, I'm dealing with some issues. But hey, I think I'm just about over it. I'll be back on that golf course, hopefully in a couple of weeks. But it was very nice hearing from you and hearing those good, positive words. Thank you.
Simpson rose to fame on the football field at USC, where he won the Heisman Trophy in 1968. He went on to play 10 seasons with the Buffalo Bills. He would later rise to fame as a Hollywood figure, starring in TV shows and movies, including the Naked Gun franchise. Of course, the former
I said
football
airplane.
star became an
Naked
figure
Gun.
in
My
national
bad.
media in 1994, after he was accused of murdering ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ron Goldman. The trial played out on national TV before he was finally acquitted of the charges. He was later sued by the families of Goldman and Brown in civil court. He was found liable for their deaths.
Pause. I said airplane. The movie was the Naked Gun series. My bad. My bad.
In order to pay tens of millions of dollars in damages. In 2007, the star was arrested and accused of breaking into a Las Vegas hotel in an effort to steal sports memorabilia he contended had been stolen from him. He pleaded not guilty to a dozen charges that included 2 counts of kidnapping with a deadly weapon, robbery, and burglary. He was found guilty and spent 9 years in prison before being granted parole in 2017. O.J. Simpson leaves behind 5 children. He was 76 years old.
R.I.P. to O.J. Simpson, y'all. I got another video I'm going to react to. This guy's name is Jesse on Fire. I ran upon him about a week or so ago. He's a good guy to listen to, good guy. He's entertaining. And he has good content. Shout out to Jesse on Fire. Don't get on me for playing your shit in the background, Jesse. Let's go.
So they got the, like, when they did the trial, the, Johnny Cochran.
Let's rewind that.
To say anything.
It's crazy breaking news. You were right. Was I right? O.J. Simpson dead.
No way.
I just said it to that.
Yes. Wow. 5 minutes ago. Oh no.
When they, all right. O.J. Simpson just bit the dust after a long life. Lived in relative, what's the word? Luxury.
Relative luxury. O.J. Simpson lived a long life of relative luxury, this man says. Let's go.
Really, actually, that's not true. He went to jail for a long time. But nonetheless, alive, alive. O.J. was alive for a very, very long time. And, generally speaking, on the day that people die, I think it's real bad form to say anything negative about them. Just as a general rule, I think it is a bad policy to say negative things about a person on the day they die.
Yeah. That's how it usually is. People say bad things. If you got something bad, negative about somebody, right? The day they die, you're going to say, you're going to put that person in the dirt. You're going to shit on them real bad. Oh, well. Your day will come soon. Let's go. Allegedly.
I'm going to make an exception today, though, for obvious reasons. Well, maybe it's not obvious, actually. The thing is, I am, as much as I look like a spry young...
Let me say this. Let me say it over. Not your day will come soon. Your day will come one day. Shout out to the Gorilla Glue. Let's go.
A spry young gentleman that just graduated. I mean, I'm a little bit older than that, believe it or not. It's a trial.
They got somebody.
Facts of the case, the unfolding documentaries after documentary, unfolded what really happened here, including O.J. Simpson writing a book outlining exactly what actually happened when the infamous night happened, where he went from famous NFL player, Hall of Fame running back, to person who murders the mother of his children, and a dude that may or may not have been hooking up with her when she was his ex-wife. They weren't even together. The reason that they had broken up is because he beat her constantly. This is just verified across the board. So anything after that is borrowed time. He admits it. He goes on the run. I mean, like, for those of you who did not live through what happened with OJ, that's what we're going to talk about in this video, because I think a lot of people don't actually, like, if you're like 25 or even 30, even early 30s, you do not understand how insane what happened with OJ actually was. There's never...
Pause. The man's voice you are hearing, his name is Jesse on Fire. Go subscribe to his channel. He has a lot of good content, y'all. Also, subscribe to my channel. You want to hear some good music and also hear some good content? Check out your boy. Let's go.
Been anything that has ever happened with a celebrity that was more insane than what happened with OJ, and we're going to go through that shortly. I also don't think that people who are that age realize how massive a star he was prior to this happening. I'm going to try to put all of that into perspective because he is dead now. He died of cancer today. And I'm going to put into perspective what happened with O.J. Simpson because, again, there is no comparable thing that's ever happened in the history of, like, American society equivalent to what happened with O.J. unless I am forgetting. So people can, can tell me what... tell me what they think about that statement. Like, is there anything that compares to this after we run through it again? Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I love you guys. I would appreciate that. And we're going to rock and roll. Okay, so here's the deal. So you know what's up. Big Buffalo, you know what's up. But I'm going to remind you of some things just in case everybody has forgotten anything. So essentially, O.J. Simpson was one of the greatest running backs in the history of the NFL.
Facts.
He was also one of these guys who, what's the right way to put this?
He also was a good golf player, too.
He was one of those early black crossover people who went from, athlete to totally mainstream. Like, he was a commentator. He was an actor. He was like a successful actor in a lot of like big movies. And back then, that was like a big deal. Like OJ was, and he came from the dirt, man. Like he came from the inner city, very poor growing up. He went to USC, then he went to the NFL. He played for Buffalo for the majority of his career, and he was absolutely outstanding. He was an outstanding athlete. He also spoke in a way like, sounded like Barack Obama when he talked. He was like an incredible commentator, incredible actor. He always had a smile on. It was like when people started finding out that there was like a dark side to this guy, they like couldn't believe it, So anyway, so basically the most successful African-American kind of crossover athlete to mainstream like ever. He was also a guy who was awesome because if you tried to talk race with him back then, he just would never even, he thought it was the dumbest conversation ever. He thought it was now I was too young to like really be involved in that side of this when it was actually going on, but I've watched so many documentaries about this that now I could say, had I been an adult when this was going on, I would have been like, this guy is the man. Like this has always been my answer on the end of racism is as soon as people stop talking about it. Like stop talking about him being a black commentator versus he's just a commentator. That's always been my answer. Like Morgan Freeman says, I really believe that. We don't need to talk too much more about it, but that was like his stance. He was awesome. He was hilarious too. He was in all the Naked Gun movies. He was like legit.
Naked Gun movies was nice. Y'all seen that John when he was in the hospital? Who was in the ambulance? And that damn gurney went flying over the cliff and shit. That shit was crazy.
Hilarious. Like hilarious.
It was.
So then it turned out that
that shit was crazy.
Did have a dark side.
I'm gonna watch that today, y'all.
Nicole Brown Simpson. I'll show you what she looks like just in case.
Everybody go watch Naked Gun today. Everybody watch the Naked Gun series today, y'all. Start from the first one to the second one. I think it's 2 of them. It might be 3, don't get me wrong, but let's go.
Guys don't because this seems actually relatively irrelevant. So
I think it's only 2 of them jokes though.
Okay, so this is who he was married to. So this is Nicole Brown Simpson. Beautiful, blonde. I don't know if you guys can see that. So that's what she looked like. So
she could have Nicole. This is my opinion, YouTube. Nicole Brown Simpson could have also passed for transmission. Yeah, she had manly features. Her hands are big. Her face is square, and she has broad shoulders. She could have been trans, but we know she wasn't. But she could have played one in a movie or something. Allegedly. Let's go.
Turned out though that OJ had a dark side. So when he would get upset with
that's my opinion, YouTube. I ain't getting on the dead. I ain't talking about the dead,
like,
yo.
he would fuck her up. not small stuff. They had the police called on them a million times, right? So like when things went sideways for OJ, he was not calm. He would beat her ass. Okay. Now a lot of the stuff in hindsight, like it's like I listen to stories that get told about people where I know the framing that they're trying to give, and I'm like, all right, well, if she said that, I mean, I'm talking stuff all the way down to like with my own daughter. Like if I hear stories like my daughter, she made me sit by myself on the bus, you know, and your instinct is like, why'd she do that? Why is someone bullying you? And then you get into the story and it's like, oh, like you were sitting right next to her and there were a bunch of other seats on the bus, and so she just wanted a whole row to herself, and she was saying, go take an entire row to yourself. She's not like excluding you socially. So a lot of stuff about OJ, stories that came out later, I was like, okay, it's like that doesn't count, you know? Like there was like a ton of I don't know. I remember this story. There was like a ton of fucking like energy given to like where they were out with a bunch of friends, and he like grabbed her crotch and he was like, "This is daddy's right here," or something like that. Like where he's like, "I own this." It's his wife, you know. It's a fucking joke. No, turned out not to be so much of a joke, but anyway, nonetheless, he beat her up a lot. So they end up splitting up and getting divorced. They have kids, obviously. They have 2 kids. So the problem with divorce when you have kids is it's exactly the same as when you are in college and you try to break up with your girlfriend.
Yeah, because you're always going to see them. They're in the same class. You're always going to see the damn person. Out of sight, out of mind. Yo. That's what you need to do. You don't want to mess with nobody. You don't want to break up. Out of sight, out of mind. Man. Don't call motherfuckers anymore either. Let's go.
You know? Like, this is inaccurate. This is not accurate. The O.J. Son thing, I saw that documentary. It was compelling. It's bullshit, though. You need to watch the other documentary. You need to watch the multi-part series that ESPN did it on it. Probably O.J. did it for sure. Not to mention O.J. wrote a book where he admitted doing it. You should read that book and then tell me someone else did it. Anyway, so sorry, I lost my train of thought. Because that documentary about O.J.'s son doing it was compelling, but it's not true. I've seen it. It's been debunked. O.J. did it. O.J. did it for absolute sure.
How you know? He didn't. How you know he did it? Man? You gotta quit it. Nobody can say that he did that. I don't know. I ain't know he did it. Y'all don't even know he did it. Y'all know he did it. His ass be in jail, right? Get mad. Let's go.
So, anyway, like when you break up, like especially like if you're in the Greek system, if you're in a fraternity or sorority, you guys go to all the same places, and so like there's a girl you know you don't want to be with her anymore, but you also don't necessarily want to watch her stick her tongue down the throat of a different frat guy. And so,
I'm gonna go listen to the book. I know.
It's like, all right, where are we going tonight? You're like, oh.
I know they got an audio of the book. I know they got an audio of the book. I'm not gonna sit there and read the whole damn book. I'm gonna try to find the audio. Not ready for it. Something like that. I bet you that book is very interesting. But I want to listen to it. I ain't reading that shit. Then I sit there and read the whole damn book.
And so like when you try to break up with him, it's like, all right, where are we going tonight? You're like, oh, we're going to Riley's. You're like, sick. And then you get to Riley's and she's there. And you're like, fuck. Ruins your night, dude. It just ruins your night because you're like, you can't get away from it. You don't like her that much, but also now you're going to be overwhelmingly jealous because you think if you leave, because she's going to lay it on thick. Oh, look, I'm just grinding on this fucking guy. Oh, what's wrong? I thought you didn't want to be together. Well, if you don't.
Facts. Thought you didn't want to be together. I'm just grinding on this guy. You hear him? Say it again, my boy.
Want to be together, then what's wrong with me rubbing my vagina on his leg? You don't like that? It's fucking hell on earth. Okay?
Damn straight.
So, OJ having kids with someone is the same thing, because you can't get away from it. Like, if you want to break up with someone, you need to have a separation. You can't be around them, or else it's nearly impossible to.
You hear what he said? I ain't say it, he said it. I ain't got to say it today. I'm going to let him say it, and I'm going to react to what the hell the man said. His name is Jesse on Fire. Subscribe to his channel.
You have kids, you're definitely going to be around each other. So, OJ did not want to break up, but Nicole Simpson did, because he beat her up all the time and he was constantly unfaithful, as you would expect from a superstar athlete like him in terms of the infidelity. So, there had been multiple incidents after they got divorced where he was still, like, he was stalking her, right? So he's stalking her, and one night he comes to her duplex or wherever she lives.
OJ is the man. I don't care what y'all say. Let's go.
She's got a bunch of candles lit. She's got a bunch of stuff, like she's got candles lit, whatever. And while he's there, staking out her house, Ron Goldman, who is a waiter at a restaurant that she goes to all the time, and I'll show you what this dude looked like, because this is the guy that fucks your ex-wife, you like the exact opposite of the exact opposite of OJ, except this. You see this dude rolling up to your wife's house or your ex-wife's house, like, he's coming there to fuck for sure. So this guy comes walking up. The story about this, according to the restaurant, was like, oh yeah, she left her glasses. She left her glasses at the restaurant, and so he was actually just bringing over glasses. He didn't even have a relationship with her. Yeah, fucking right. Okay. What was actually happening is she probably did leave her glasses, and they knew that he fucks her, so she was bringing, like, the idea that Ron Goldman was not banging her is ridiculous. He was, for sure. But guess what, dude?
Pause. How do you know that? I mean, I agree with you, my boy, but how do you know that he was banging? Did they find DNA did they find DNA up in her, damn it? In the autopsy, Ron Goldman's DNA was Ron Goldman's DNA in Nicole Simpson. Put it in the chat if you know. Let's go.
It's like, they're not married. Okay? She's not married to OJ. She's allowed to do whatever she wants.
Fact.
So when OJ sees the dude walking up, it's too much for his jealous brain to handle. And this is according to OJ's book, okay? So according to OJ's book that he wrote, he goes to intervene with the dude, or like he goes up and he's gonna either, I can't remember if he knocked on the door. He either confronted Ron Goldman first, or he confronted Nicole Simpson first. But either way, they're both, like, you got Nicole over here coming out of the house, and you got Ron Goldman coming up right here. And he said that Ron Goldman jumped into like a karate stance. Like, he said, this is OJ Simpson's accounting of what happened in the book. What if I did do it?
I got to check that book out. I wonder if we can listen to the book. I'm going to find it, and we're going to listen to the book, y'all. He said Ron Goldman jumped into a karate stance. Let's go. Bruce Lee Goldman.
Okay. So the guy jumps on, guy gets into like a karate stance. He's like, come on, OJ. Come on, let's do this. And so
he said, Ron Goldman said, come on, OJ. Let's do this. Then y'all heard this.
Instead of fighting like a man, OJ pulls out a knife and he butchers him and kills him. So, no fair fight. He kills Ron Goldman. Once he's done that, he's got to go all the way. So he goes up and he nearly decapitates his ex-wife, and he murders her also.
Damn.
So that's what OJ did to the mother of his children, because he's a jealous psychopath that couldn't handle this situation. He murdered the mother of his kids. So if it sounds
Allegedly. Matter of fact, he didn't. He was acquitted. He went to court for it. Damn it. How could you say that? You assuming things, man. Was you there? Did you see him do it? Did any of you people in this damn world see O.J. Simpson kill Ron Goldman and Nicole Simpson? Did you see it? No. Did I see it? No. I didn't see the man do a damn thing. It ain't on video. No.
Like, I'm being harsh. I'm not. Okay? If something happened between me and Gabrielle and the end result was I killed her, the mother of my children, I would hope that this is exactly how you guys were talking about me. Be like, that guy was cool, man, but, you know, he was also an evil psychopath who killed the mother of his kids, you know?
And so did Chris Benoit. Killed his whole damn family. But that was proven. Because he killed himself too. Let's go.
So that's what happened, because OJ said that's what happened. And subsequent from there, he goes home.
We doing a video on Chris Benoit.
Later that night. So he hurries home.
We doing a video on Chris Benoit. That's my next video, y'all.
He's in a white Bronco. He tries to clean up. He leaves some blood smears, whatever. He goes up to his room. He gets dressed and he hustles out of there and goes to Chicago. So where you get into the evidence and you get into the lead homicide investigator, you got to keep in mind this is LA in the 90s. Okay. LA in the 90s, the cops had a pretty simple approach to police work. Get these guys and put them in the slammer. Now, a dude who I'm friends with, who I talk to all the time, is Dick fucking Deep from LA. He was police leadership in LA. As a matter of fact, he's gonna email me probably while I'm doing this, but I should have him on. But anyway, so like, you had the Rampart Crash Unit, like the anti-gang unit, where they would just go into the ghetto and it was like, they're going to put these motherfuckers in jail however you have to. Mark Furman was the lead investigator on the OJ case, and there's evidence where, like, seemed pretty fucking convenient, dude. You got one bloody glove at the scene, and you got the other bloody glove, and it's at OJ's house. You know what I mean? It's like, maybe, but like, I mean, you know what I mean? Really? Just seems a little... Either OJ is the dumbest motherfucker on earth, or maybe a guy who knew his suspect was guilty was like, I'm not letting him get away with this. I'm going to make sure that there's enough evidence to put...
The second one is sounds about right to me there, buddy. We won't go with number 2.
This guy in prison. So, they start collecting evidence, obviously. OJ comes home, you know, he's, oh my God, I can't believe it's happening. As soon as OJ realizes that they've got him locked down and they're going to put him in prison, he decides he's not going to prison, and he ends up getting into a high-speed chase with the police chasing him.
Pause. It was not a high-speed chase. It was a slow-paced speed chase, damn it. It wasn't no high speed involved, damn it. The boy wasn't driving in a high speed at all. Let's go.
You know, like Al Cowens, who is his best friend, former NFL player, and they're driving. You got literally, this is what I'm talking about, dude. When has anything like this ever happened? Every single TV station in the world is live streaming this, okay? This is before the internet. And you got him in his white Bronco, and he's in the back. Al Cowens, his best friend, is driving. They don't even know where the hell they're going. Like, he was probably going to go to Mexico or something. I don't know. And then he decides, oh, God, I can't go to jail. He's in the back of the car like this, like, I can't go. I'm going to do it. Al Cowens talking to people, whatever. They're trying to get him to like, not blow his brains out, try to go back. Like, if anybody honestly believes that he did not do it, dude, I mean, again, I covered this, so I know exactly what you're talking about. I saw that documentary. It's very compelling. It's not real. Like that I saw that documentary, and I've seen that documentary thoroughly debunked. Like, OJ did it. I'll tell you what, go watch the one of the best documentary series of all time is the like 7-part OJ one that they did on 30 for 30, ESPN 30 for 30. I'm telling you, if you have, I already know you haven't seen it because you wouldn't even talk about any other theories if you had. Like, it is definitive. OJ fucking did it. All of his best friends, they tell all these different separate stories where he's like basically admitted it to them. He wrote a book, what if I did it? Like he fucking did it, for sure. But anyway, so he decides.
How you know somebody else didn't do it and OJ just clout chasing off of it, man? So he probably will just get some clout chasing off the shit. You can't prove he did it, man. Now you definitely can. Let's go.
To not blow his own brains out and go, I guess try his luck in court. And, the reason that ESPN documentary is so good is because they did such an incredible job of capturing the energy of Los Angeles when that happened, because that was right after the Rodney King thing. So anybody who doesn't know the Rodney King situation, you know what? Let me see if I can find footage of the OJ chase. And I bet you I can. I bet you, let's see. Damn. Just like imagine. This is live. He's one of the biggest stars ever. And he's in the back of this thing like, eh. This is like live streaming everywhere on earth. They're just chasing him around and he's like got a gun. Okay, listen, you guys, if you guys are really honestly entertaining that OJ didn't do this, see, that's Al Cowlings. OJ's in the back seat, gun in his mouth.
He ain't got no gun in his mouth. Stop saying
the
that.
The whole world is coming out there. Like everybody wants to see it. It's like
he said gun in his mouth.
It's happening in the entire world.
Yo, this boy be tripping.
Okay, so here's my question. To everybody who's out there who really still believes that OJ didn't do it,
that's me.
Why did that happen? Like, why did
he was scared.
And why does he have a gun in his mouth?
He didn't have no gun in his mouth.
Is that something a normal person would do? He still has 2 kids.
He didn't have no gun in his mouth.
What reason would he have to kill himself? Because his ex-wife.
OJ didn't have no gun in his mouth in the truck.
He's like, oh, if he didn't do it, it's like, oh my God, my ex-wife got killed. I'm
gonna have to watch that damn video.
Take care of your kids.
You can't even see him in the back of the damn truck.
But again, like I said,
look,
Luke, I'm telling you, I know exactly. I would be calling you crazy if I had not seen the exact documentary that you're talking about. I've seen it. It is compelling. I thought there were some holes in it to begin with, but they did it. I mean, listen, you can make documentaries and make people look like whatever, but this whole thing, oh yeah, the son's the one who really did. Like, dude, it's no.
Yeah, that theory is crazy.
If you like documentaries, true crime, go watch the ESPN one.
Because they had the same size shoe.
Never entertain any other theory ever again.
That's why that theory came out.
The juice is loose. He's not with Nicole.
Yeah, the son, they had the same size shoe, so the footprint. That's the only reason why that theory came out. The footprint. Oh, the son got the same size shoe too, so he could be a suspect too. That's the only reason why they came out.
Well, again, maybe. I have a feeling that those 2 guys are in different places. The glove didn't fit. Like I said, dude, that's what I was saying. Is back in the 90s, the LAPD.
Oh, they're gonna try to say, oh, the blood that was on the glove dried up and made the glove shrink, which probably could happen. I ain't gonna take that away. It could like crust it up, make it all crunchy, dried up, but you know how to do that. Anybody can know how to put a glove on and make it not fit, man. I can put a glove on and make that thing not fit, because all I gotta do is expand my hands. I can expand my palm out without anybody seeing it. The judge and the jury won't let me put my glove on. It doesn't fit. So you must quit.
They were gonna put you in jail one way or the other. I don't think that it is unlikely that Mark Fuhrman took 2 gloves and
this damn glove don't fit.
I mean, I don't know. I have no way of knowing. But if you think that the gloves not fitting means that OJ didn't do it, why did OJ write a book saying that he did? How come all of the
how much money do you think that book made? He can clout chase too, damn it. Let me go ahead and write a book, say I did it, and watch the whole world go crazy. Which they did. Let's go.
Out of all of his friends, all of his closest friends, his agent.
I can't say nothing about that
was
one.
his agent for 40 years.
I can't say nothing about what the friends are saying, y'all. That could be legit, y'all. We don't know. This shit's all legend. Let's go.
It literally does an entire documentary with ESPN. He's like, oh yeah, no, he did it. He's like, there's absolutely no question. They're like, they asked them straight up, they're like, so did he do it? And they're like, oh, he did it. They're like, absolutely, oh, he did it. That's the thing where I think.
But the thing is, don't nobody know he did it. You can't say he did it. No, you can't say that. Nobody can say that. Y'all wasn't there. Ron was there. Nicole was there, and that's it. Whoever had that knife was there, damn it. The dog know who did it. The damn dog. The dog know who did it, man.
Just a correct way to assess things, that if it's on TV, you know, and you don't really know what's what, if you see, like, you just need to be able to assess who would know. You know what I mean? It's like everything's just all speculation, and there's not one opinion that's better than the other if it's me versus you. You know what I mean? If it's just like, no, I think he did it. And you're like, well, I think he did it. Or I think he didn't. It's like, all right. But if a guy has been his best friend for 50 fucking years, and he's like, oh no, he did it. He told me he did it. You're like, all right, well now
Oh, yeah. Dig the move, though. A 50-year friend is a backstabber. A 50-year friend is somebody you don't trust. A 50-year friend probably fucked your wife. He probably tried to bang OJ's wife behind his back. He did a lot of things to OJ behind his back. Nicole Simpson and his 50-year-old friend probably had an affair behind OJ's back. We never knew. Just his thing. Allegedly, you two. Don't ever trust a 50-year-old friend. Because you got animosity. Want to see your downfall. Every time your downfall happens, your 50-year-old friend is smirking in the back. Let's go.
you didn't. You know what I mean? Anyway, so, oh yeah, you're on timeout. Too many of the same stupid comments. God, said shut up.
A 50-year-old friend will shit on you. You know why? Because he know that, oh yeah, he or she will know, oh, they'll forgive me because y'all been friends for 50 years. How many times y'all fell out and got back being friends again or whatever? 50 years, man. Without any beef. Yeah, there's animosity.
Sorry, I missed a comment and then I lost my spot. Wait, is that who I just banned?
There's animosity at its fullest in a 50-year-old friendship.
Oh, never mind. That's the dude I just put on timeout.
Amongst both.
So, you guys, I hear you, but this the glove doesn't fit thing doesn't matter. Like, just straight up does not matter. It doesn't matter. Because it's possible that he, you know, that Mark Furman planted it. Doesn't mean OJ didn't do it. OJ did it. OJ did it. Dude, the blue teeth thing again? Why does everybody always say I have blue fucking teeth? Only on my live stream people say that. Never on the fucking videos. Dude. I don't understand. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. My teeth do not look blue to me.
They do.
But anyway, so bottom line is, as far as I'm concerned, there is no question that OJ did it.
There is a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back. So
there is a question that he did it, man. You can't. I keep saying this shit. I can't say somebody did something and I wasn't there and I ain't see it with my own eyes. I can assume that the person did. It's my opinion. I think they did it, but I can't make it true. Damn it. Not unless I've seen it. Let's go. And nowadays you can't believe what you see, right? You can't really believe what you see.
Rodney King thing happened. Now, I can't show that on my channel. If you have never seen, it's so crazy to me that there are people like that I'm that much older than some people that are like, if you think you understand what police brutality looks like, and you have not seen the Rodney King video, go watch that, and then you'll understand what real police brutality looks like. Like, this is straight up, like I said, LAPD in the 90s when they were fucking whipping people's asses in the ghetto. Like, it was a different world back then. There was no, like, that was the first big, like, caught you on tape video.
And we're going to do that video too. We're doing the Rodney King video too, y'all.
Of a police brutality case. It's bananas. They fucking just, like, batons. What? And he's literally just going like this, and then they stop.
He was
like,
cracking.
It's like sadistic and insane. Okay.
What was
Anybody wants to tell?
What was he doing?
All right. Well, now I'd be a moron to think that he didn't do it. You know what I mean? Anyway, so you're on timeout. Too many of the same stupid comments. God said, shut up.
Time you out for 24 hours, fam. Did till tomorrow. You can't comment till tomorrow. Damn it.
Hold on, sorry,
I time you out for 24 hours.
Spot.
Not no 5 minutes.
Wait, is that who I just banned?
I ain't gonna
it is. If someone's all, we get it, Exile, go find someone else to watch it. And I'm like, wait, who's Exile? I'm like, oh, never mind, that's the dude I just put on timeout. Anyway, so you guys, I hear you, but the glove doesn't fit thing doesn't matter. Like, just straight up does not matter. It doesn't matter.
Come on,
because
man.
it's possible that he, you know, that Mark Furman planted it. Doesn't mean OJ didn't do it. OJ did it. OJ did it. Dude, the blue teeth thing again? Why does everybody always say I have blue fucking teeth? Only on my live stream people say that. Never on the fucking videos.
I rewinded a little bit, y'all.
I don't see
Too far,
it.
my bad.
I don't see it. My teeth do not look blue to me. But anyway, so bottom line is
at least I said my bad.
There is no question.
Don't look at me like that.
I'm sorry, let me go back. So
keep your eyes normal.
The Rodney King thing happened. Now, I can't show that on my channel. If you have never seen, it's so crazy to me that there are people like that I'm that much older than some people that are like, if you think you understand what police brutality looks like, and you have not seen the Rodney King video, go watch that, and then you'll understand what real police brutality looks like. Like, this is straight up, like I said, LAPD in the 90s when they were fucking whipping people's asses in the ghetto. Like,
in the ghetto.
Different world back then. There was no, like,
in the ghetto.
That was the first big, like, caught you on tape
down the street,
video of a police brutality case. It's bananas. They fucking just, like, batons.
Walking down the street.
And he's literally just going like this, and then they stop, and they're like, it's like sadistic and insane. Okay, if anybody wants to tell me that the Rodney King video was not police brutality, okay, like, am I a defund the police guy? That is a level of police brutality that was fucking insane.
Facts.
Caught on tape.
Facts.
When they tried those officers, and this is in a time when, again, there was rampant police brutality in LA.
Talk about it.
The nation, but in LA, they were beating the fuck out of people in South Central, Compton, whatever. And when they tried those police officers, they successfully got the trial moved to, I can't remember, but it was like a suburb where they had the majority of the jurors were white.
Facts.
And they acquitted them, dude. The shit's on video. Like, literally, you're looking at a video of them belligerently just smashing this black suspect with batons. He's not
Black
fighting,
suspect.
he's just on the ground when they hit.
Beating.
Like, it's possible that he, like they said,
Beating
punched
like
one
he
of the
ran
cops.
from the damn
is telling me-
plantation.
I don't know. The
Come
video
back here.
starts where it starts. But even if he even if he punched one of the cops, what's on video is indefensible. Like, I'm
What's
not
your
saying
name? Toby.
There's no scenario where if I was a
Smack.
cop and
Kunta
someone punched me
Kinte.
in the face and I didn't realize that I was on tape, that I might hit them that many times.
What's your
later
name?
on. But I would
Toby.
also know if this gets videotaped, I'm going to fucking jail. Right?
Kunta Kinte.
So if they get the trial moved,
What's
to
your name?
Essentially all white county,
Toby.
and the jurors
Smack.
acquit them. That's when the
Kunta
LA
Kinte.
riots happened in '92. Because if they're like, if you're in the black community and you've been getting beat down like that, and then a video like that comes out, and then they acquit them, no charges stuck at all. They can just acquit them. It's like, all right, back to work, and they just, I don't think they did a very good job of demonstrating
What's
why
your name?
anyone should care
Toby.
about getting their asses whipped.
Smack.
And what they did because of
Kunta
the acquittal
Kinte.
was they went and smashed bricks on people's faces and burned the town down. But I know why they did it. But nonetheless, it was obviously an incredible outrage to the black community that those guys got acquitted, as it should have been. I mean,
What's your name? Toby. Kunta Kinte.
it was an egregious acquittal. But in that environment, that's when the OJ trial happened. And OJ killed his white ex-wife. And so when they got the...
What's your name? Kunta Kinte.
Like when they did the trial, Johnny Cochran was his attorney, and they got as many black jurors on there as possible, and then the entire fucking case, a referendum on racism in America. And then when they interviewed in the documentary I'm talking about on ESPN, they actually interviewed all of the black jurors who acquitted OJ, and they were like, hey, so they're like, so when you voted for him to not be guilty, did you do it because of the Rodney King trial? And one of the ladies, she's like, fuck yeah, I did. Every one of them's like, yeah, I did. They're like, yeah, I acquitted him. Because by making the OJ case about race, every black juror who was obviously furious about the Rodney King case was like, oh, I know how I could get back. Yep, let him go. Juice is loose. And they acquitted him because of that. So Johnny Cochran played the race card at the absolutely perfect time. It worked, and that's how he got acquitted. Otherwise, 100% he would have gotten convicted and gone to fucking prison. But, OJ was innocent. Nicole is guilty of her last for BBC and I don't know what that means. Anyway, so then what ended up happening for OJ, the reason why he ended up going to jail is because this case was bullshit. Okay, so he got a bunch of his memorabilia taken in a bankruptcy, and there was some guy who was trying to sell his memorabilia. So he had never sold it. We're talking about his Heisman Trophy, shit like that. And some FBI informant, you know how these FBI informants entrap people? By the way, did you guys hear
Allegedly
about the CIA agent that got caught on a Project Veritas style undercover video, and he fucking admitted that the January 6th thing that they had 20.
One thing I never hear these people that I listen to and I share with sometimes, they don't never say allegedly, damn it. I never hear these people say allegedly. YouTube, damn it. Why we not saying it? Let's go.
Federal agents undercover inciting the violence, that they entrap people, and that they were themselves straight up intentionally responsible for bankrupting Alex Jones, that they were responsible for the lawsuits and then bankrupting him. He's like, so we could...
Alex Jones is the Planet X dude. He won't talk about Planet X all the time.
Cut his legs off. That is one of the most insane undercover videos ever, and it is absolutely hilarious. I sent it to my dad. He was like, stop showing me this shit. Then it was like, I told you, dude. You think I'm a conspiracy theory? I told you. Here's them admitting it on camera. Anyway, but entrapment. So federal agent or federal, informant, tells they had riled OJ up. They're all, hey man, they're selling all your shit, man. They're selling all your shit. Let's go get these motherfuckers, man. Let's go get these motherfuckers. And so they go in with guns, okay, and they go meet the guy who actually legally obtained the memorabilia. They go in there, we're taking this shit, we're taking this shit, we're taking this shit. Hey, where'd you get that, man? They got OJ all riled up, and then when they arrested him, these guys flipped on him, and he ended up getting sentenced to like 30 years in prison because the judge...
He only served 9.
And then the judge, in the sentencing guidelines, she made it crystal clear. She's like, I am sentencing you because you got off for murdering your wife.
Animosity shit. See that? You can't do that. You can't do that, lady. Damn it.
Yo, Jesse vs. 300 after party. Do not know yet. Thank you for the super chat. You see Floyd 2.0 got shot.
You hating on him?
Body cam shows.
You ain't got nothing to do with
cop first.
these
So
people.
cop emoji. But the mom is out there crying. He's just driving his vehicle. I literally have no idea what we're talking about. That must be like...
What's your name? What's the kid name?
New case. I'll check it out though. Thank you for the super chat. Finally, OJ can rest knowing his wife Taylor is dead. Pretty much, dude. Pretty much. He died of cancer.
Prostate.
He died of cancer. I mean, listen, dude, it's terrible. I'm sure it's terrible for his family or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, his wife has been dead since 1996. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure she would have liked to have lived this amount of time and then some. But no, because why? Because what did she do to sacrifice all these years that he had alive? Like, what did she do? She left the guy who was beating the shit out of her and cheating on her constantly, and then she tried to have a life once she had left him. And the asshole that beat the shit out of her, he came, he's like, nah, I'm gonna kill you. So fuck him.
Allegedly.
Have I ever heard of hitting a nerve when tattooing and feeling your muscle? Not really, but dude, I had a Novocaine shot in my mouth, hit straight into the head of a nerve.
Dang.
Like this nerve up here. Holy fuck, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like I can't even describe it. It was like a level of pain that went like I'm pretty good toughing it out through shots, but something about like I've had a million oral shots, but this one somehow it like went straight into the head of the nerve, like through here and back here. It's hard to even explain. It's like a shot of electric agony just shot through my entire body all at once. And literally every time I've gotten a shot there,
agony.
Since that happened, I'm terrified it's gonna happen again.
That's terrible.
Jesse might be late to the party. What are your thoughts on CTE being a possible reason for OJ's actions? Tough rusher, tackling a lot. I mean, listen, dude. Let's be honest. A lot of CTE to go around the NFL, right? How many guys kill their fucking wife out of jealousy?
A lot.
You know. I struggle with the evil act, let's blame it on CTE thing, personally. You know what I mean? Okay, I earned that, dude. I earned that. Did you say you got a million oral shots? Didn't know you get down like that. Yeah, I earned that, dude. What I meant, though, is that I have had to have lots of dental work because I have my teeth fall out or get knocked out all the time. Wait. There's some crazy stuff with their kids. His son's has just as strong a kid. No, listen. The reason I'm not hammering you guys for that same comment is because I've seen the documentary that you guys are referencing where they're saying, it was actually OJ's son that did it. It's not. I've seen that thing debunked. Trust me. Watch the you know what? I'll show you just so I can send everybody home today with like the best documentary series. This might be the best documentary series ever made. Dude, I should watch it again. Actually. Okay, here it is. This is what you want. You want OJ Made in America. It's a 5-part series, and it is literally one of the best documentaries ever made, ever. Trust me. You'll love it. You're right. Don't trust Jesse. Not to bang your wife, Boyd. What? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Bro, I was a joke. I'm just kidding. Boyd doesn't have a fucking wife. Not to bang his boyfriend. Pussy.
Damn. I ain't say that YouTube, he did. Jesse on fire, I'm telling
Yeah, he had CTE.
Yeah, I'm telling him on his ass. I look like I can tell right now. I'm telling.
David's all, you are not a tough guy, Jesse. You have no idea what it's like to take a 9-inch dick up your ass like I do twice a week.
Damn.
That's what makes you tough.
Mm.
OJ Murray, they're doing
He's crazy.
Dude, check this out. The top of the head is actually not bad at all. So I got this like exactly a week ago. I got this. Like I got that a couple days ago. Dude, this was way worse. Like this right there was way worse than my fucking hand.
It's all
It's
bone.
crazy, dude. I hadn't gotten a new tattoo in 6 years. So like I completely forgot what hurts, what doesn't, but this did not hurt. But this fucking hurt. Dude, you think you can bait me into banging your boyfriend? Well, you're right.
What the hell?
You can. That shit will work with Strickland, dude. You're like, you're not man enough to bang my boyfriend. Strickland's like, oh, you think not? Get him over here, dude. Get him the fuck over here.
He said,
I'll fuck the shit out of you.
he said, get him over
Wait, I'm
here.
gonna get this thing demonetized. You guys stop trapping me into demonetizing my stream.
He said, get his ass over here.
Strickland or Costa at 302. I think Strickland. Dude, so check this out. You guys want to hear something crazy? So, I know a lot, I don't know how many of you guys have been watching me long enough to know kind of my backstory business-wise, but so you know how I always told you guys that I sold my company for an 8.5 million.
Pause. That sounds like this video is about nothing. We ain't gonna talk about you in the company. Thanks for your insight on OJ, Jesse. But RIP to OJ, y'all. He's taking all his secrets to the grave. Did nobody see that man do nothing? Did nobody see that man kill nobody? Did nobody see him kill Ron Goldman? Did nobody see him kill Nicole Simpson? So nobody can say he did it. So let the man rest in peace. Y'all have a good day.